Hey guys, welcome back to Dutch Dude Cooking. I'm Mitchell and today we're making a smoked salmon amuse, which will make the perfect starter to any dinner party. So, sharpen your knives and let's get started. We're starting off by making our Samphire crème fraiche. Put a cup of your crème fraiche in a bowl and grab a handful of fresh chives. Chop them up finely and add them to the bowl. Next, get your Samphire and chop it up finely as well. Add it to the mixture, then give that a stir and add fresh cracked black pepper to taste. The Samphire will add a beautiful salty flavor to the crème fraiche mixture, and for that reason we don't need to add any additional salt. Next, it's time to prepare our salmon. Make sure that you get a skin-on filet. This will ensure that the salmon doesn't fall apart once you put it on the grill. Gently pat it dry with a piece of kitchen paper. Make sure to dry out the skin side as well. Once the salmon is dry, it's time to start making our rub. And I'm starting it off with 3 teaspoons of lemon pepper. Then 1.5 teaspoons of fresh cracked black pepper, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1.5 teaspoons of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of smoked paprika powder, and to finish it up, 1 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. Then put the lid on your shaker and start shaking. And then it should look something like this. And definitely give this a taste because this tastes amazing. Next up, we need a few slices of fresh lemon. For a salmon this size, I'm using about 4 slices. And then finally, pick a few twigs of rosemary. Pour a small amount of olive oil on your fillet and then spread it out over the salmon. Then get your rub and start shaking. And make sure you cover all the sides except the skin side. Then top it off with your sliced lemon and rosemary, and then it's time to fire up the barbecue. Load up your barbecue with charcoal and fire it up to a temperature of 125 degrees Celsius. And once my embers are looking good, I'm adding a piece of apple smoke wood. And this will give the fish a beautiful smoky flavor. And to keep control over the temperature of our fish, we're setting it up for indirect grilling. And we're doing that by putting in a plate setter, which will prevent the flames from touching the fish directly. Now put the grill grate back in place and spray on some baking spray. This will prevent the skin from sticking to the grilling surface. Then gently place your salmon on the center of the grilling surface and stick in a thermometer to measure a core temperature of 45 degrees Celsius. Then it's time to start making our blinis. Start off by putting your flour, baking powder and salt in a bowl. And then mix it until it's well combined. Then add the milk, the melted butter and an egg to the mixture. And then thoroughly mix it until it becomes a nice and smooth batter. Of course, you can find all the exact measurements in the video description down below. Next, place a frying pan over a medium hot fire and throw in a little butter to grease it up. To make a perfectly round blini, I'm using a stainless steel ring. Then pour in a small amount of your batter and fry both sides until they are golden brown. This will only take a couple of minutes. And the last step is to make our tuille. Pour the water into a bowl and add the baking powder. Then give that a good stir. Optionally, you can use some food coloring. This will make it look even more impressive. Take a frying pan and pour in a decent amount of oil. Let it come up to temperature and pour in a small amount of the batter into the pan. Make sure to step back immediately because this will splatter. Once it's in the pan, make sure you don't touch it. Let the heat do its work. And once all the little bubbles have settled down, it's time to take it out. And once all the components are done, it's time to start plating. Thank you guys for watching. I hope this video was useful, and definitely leave a comment on what you think I should make next. See you guys next time.